Introduction. You were born in the developed world. You have parents and a family. You have a place to live and call home. You have an education and endless opportunities. You have food, clothing, and access to health care. Okay, maybe you don't have everything you want, but if you're honest, you do have everything you need. Lucky you. But let's burst that bubble you're living in for just a moment. Over 1 billion people in the world don't live like you do. And as Bono says, where you live should no longer determine whether you live. If you simply have some food in your fridge, a place to sleep, and some clothes to wear, you are already better off than 75% of the world. Just drinking the water out of the faucet in your kitchen makes you better off than 1.5 billion people. Having just a little bit of money makes you part of the top 8% of the world's wealthy. While more than 3 million people around the world cannot freely attend religious or political events without fear of some kind of punishment or retaliation, you are free to do as you wish. And just the fact that you picked up this book and are reading it makes you luckier than 2 billion people who simply cannot read. Are you beginning to wake up? I wouldn't call this a problem. It is an all-out crisis of epic proportion. But what are we really doing about it? Timothy Keller says, many people who are evidently genuine Christians do not demonstrate much concern for the poor. How do we account for that? I would like to believe that a heart for the poor sleeps down in a Christian soul until it is awakened. I believe, however, when justice for the poor is connected not to guilt, but to grace and to the gospel, this pushes the button down deep in believers' souls, and they begin to wake up. One of my favorite magazines is no longer in publication. It was called Need, and it focused on humanitarian efforts around the world. Its motto was this: we are not out to save the world, but to tell the stories of those who are. In some ways, that is how I feel about this book. Yes, you will see my story intertwined with others in the following pages, but my story is nothing more than the story of those who have touched my life, broken my heart, and restored my hope in humanity, justice, and God's love. Ultimately, this is a story about change, the change that can take place both in your life and in the lives of people around the world once we are truly awake. I hope that you will find at least part of your life story in the lives of the poor and disenfranchised of our world. May we all find ourselves awake and doing a world of good. Do you want to be safe, or do you really want to change the world? The conflict is that we want to be brave, we want to take risks, but we also want to be safe. The problem is we can't have it both ways. We want the American dream, to graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, and then what? Find the love of your life and get married. Then what? Get a job? Then what? Buy a car, buy a house, buy life insurance. Then what? Grow old and retire? Then what? Is that it? Is that all there is? In fact, couldn't we just sum up the entire American dream in the single word safety? That's what it's all about. No matter what you want out of life, you can achieve it in America in comfort, style, and, in the end, safety. But there's a problem. We cannot be safe and take risks at the same time. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing which you think you cannot do. And do something every day that scares you." This can get messy. It gets uncomfortable. It means touching people who are dying of diseases. It means going to the filthy slums, the garbage dumps, the places we would never normally go just to reach that one hurting person. You could argue that we all take risks every day. We take a risk every time we get in a car. We take a risk every time we fly. There really is an element of risk in everything we do. Some people experience more risk than others. But no matter what you do or where you live, the reality is there is an element of risk in everything that we do. So we must answer this question. Do we want to stay safe? Or do we want to change the world? We can't have it both ways. I wish I could say that I'm fearless, that I am one of those people who does not worry about anything, but I'm not. I do get scared, and I do worry. My good friend Danita Estrella, who founded Danita's Children in northern Haiti as a single young American woman, told me this: people think that I can do what I do because I'm not afraid. But they're wrong. I just do it afraid. That has become a motto to me of sorts. When I'm feeling scared to do what I believe God has called me to do, I don't let the fear hold me back. I just do it scared.